Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Dr. Nina, and over here we talk all about self-improvement and personal growth. Now I have a question for you, and I am asking for your answers. Have you ever found yourself to feel all over the place just when you thought you have it all together? I know I have. Today we're diving into a comprehensive guide on how to glow up physically, mentally, and in relationships. So if you're ready to transform your life, keep watching. This is for the fresh and young to the shiny, glossed up, and mature. And no, we not Moses and we not parting the Red Sea, so no miracles over here, but we are giving practical tips. And I definitely need your help. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the uploads that I have coming up. And I'll link all my glow up essentials from my Amazon and Walmart storefront down below. And I would like to thank Acorns for sponsoring today's video. Here we go. First, let's jump into this physical glow up. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good. But if you like me, you know that looking good often leads to feeling good anyway. To improve physically, I had to improve my lifestyle habits years ago and maintain them. And these don't need to be big and expensive. Here are my simple and practical ways to achieve this. First, we gotta get that hygiene in order and keep it that way. I don't know about you, but I ain't never felt better about myself when I'm legit funky. And I said funky. If you smell your breath, armpits, or down below, that certainly might not lead to a great day. Over the years, I've become quite invested in my teeth. Having a healthier, brighter smile is always attractive, and let's not even get on the breath. I'm into practical habits like brushing twice a day. I use whitening toothpaste, mouthwash, dental floss, and water flossers. From time to time, I try to whiten, but right now it's not very safe for me to do while pregnant. But don't worry, we're gonna get started right back up when we get your little family member out. And also the dentist is quite important. Twice a year at least, and making sure that you're keeping up with those regular checkups as needed. I'm gonna link some of my dental favorites below. I carefully shower each and every day. You hear me? Every. And not only that, I keep a good shower routine. I invest in shower stuff that helps me look and feel my best, but on the low. I not only wash, but I exfoliate my body and touch my body to make sure I'm checking for changes, and also wash from head to toe. That means washing your legs, the whole leg, the back, the bottom, the ankles, the feet, all of that. I don't know about y'all, but I wash my body 3 times thoroughly. Some people swear by 2 times. 3 times for me is the charm. I, of course, use deodorant daily, usually something mild or odor preventing. And I try out perfumes, not based on popularity, but what goes best with my body chemistry. And I try to make sure that I'm cognizant of pressure points on my body so that I apply it in places where it gives off a great scent. Regular exercise is also a big one, no matter your life status, age, or ability. And a lot of people ask me how I fit it in with my busy life. You must prioritize your time. So how can you start to add it in? I got you. Try to integrate some 10 to 20 minute workouts in your life every day. Not an hour, 7 days a week. Sometimes I have a 15 to 20 minute workout session at noon. That could be right before lunch, and then I might go for a longer walk in the evening. And if you have a pair of dumbbells at home, use them. Adding weight resistance to your workouts will help you achieve your goals even faster. Believe me, I know. I reshaped a whole 100-pound weight loss, and my body could have been flabby, but I found that I got a lot more tightness from lifting weights. And I'm trying to keep it up now that I'm pregnant because I want to make sure I try to snap as much as I possibly can. At the start, aim for 2 to 3 times a week and up the intensity whenever you feel like it. Having a balanced diet is something that is unmatched. I don't care what anybody says. When I'm eating bad, I feel bad. When I'm eating good, I feel much better. It's never been the opposite. So make sure that you're watching what you're having, and you have to determine what that is for you. But for the most part, most of us need whole grains, proteins, vegetables, fruit, things that are going to give us a natural balance. Of course, you can treat yourself sometimes, but be careful. You shouldn't be eating a whole lot of fried foods or drinking a lot of sodas. You know what you can handle. And also, get you some sleep. That's big for me too. I'm talking to myself. I say I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to me too. And you know what that means to you. Buggy eyes, a tired looking face, dark circles around your eyes that were not inherited, and grogginess all come from sleep deprivation. Without sleep, we damage our energy levels, our mood, and overall appearance, and studies actually say this. So the next time somebody trying to interrupt your sleep, just say you want me to be cute or not. Moving on to that mental glow up. Now about that mental glow up, you can eat healthily, work out like a madman, and take all your vitamins. But if you don't deal with the things and the thoughts inside of you, you'll never be truly happy with your outer appearance. So here's how we're gonna clean that mental right on up. I usually start by trying to organize the things I need in my life the most and start small. How many times have you searched your entire house for the same thing just because you haven't put it back where it belongs? Ask my keys how many times they've been lost. I don't understand. Organizing means you get things done and more importantly on time. My products, my closets, and my office space suffer if they're not organized. And this is why I show y'all what I do in like a Sunday reset. I like to reflect on the past week and focus on what's to come in the coming week. And this helps me to keep my goals organized and know what I can expect from myself. Plus, my mind feels less all over the place. It's also great to organize and learn more about our money. Even when it's uncomfortable, y'all, it's important to know how much you're spending, where your money is going, how you're balancing your life, and understanding at least the bare minimum on investments and more. And this is why I've been personally loving Acorns, who has brought us today's video. Acorns helps you and your kids save and invest. You can start small by automatically investing your spare change while you're spending, or even set up recurring contributions so you're investing consistently over time. I personally love the spare change option because I feel like I'm missing nothing, and it makes it simple and easy for me. And get this, y'all, there's no experience required. Investments are automatically put into diversified portfolios based on your risk tolerance. Acorns even has exclusive financial content for you and your entire family. The sooner you start investing, the more chance that your money will grow over time. From Acorns, mighty oaks do grow. So head on over to the link in my description and download Acorns to start savings and investing in your future today. The less I have to think about, the better. Now I can dig that. So not just investing, but learning. With all that organizing, I had to learn to make myself my #1 priority. And of course, that happens through things like therapy and other things, but there's also more practical ways as well. And let me tell you something, it's totally reasonable to press the brake pedal, slow down, and take care of you first. Show the same care for yourself as you do for your spouse, your children, your friends, and your family. Know that they can wait just a little bit while you tend to yourself. If you don't move, nothing else does. Also, try surrounding yourself with more positive folks. Who you keep around you not only defines who you are, but who you're going to be. So I have to remind myself to associate with those who inspire me. They challenge me to rise higher, and instead of making me feel negatively about where I am, they help to reinforce the things that I should be doing to help push me forward to my goals. I learned that the people we surround ourselves with have the biggest influence on our behaviors, our attitudes, and our results overall. Building strong self-care routines make all the difference. Not only does this include a beautifying process, but it also includes reading or listening to podcasts and audiobooks for self-improvement, reading even a short time for leisure, and journaling in a way that makes sense or that suits you, not the way that everybody says or every guru tells you to do it. Whatever you want to write down, whatever you want to catalog, even if it's electronically, keep it that way. Something else I have to do is try a digital detox. I have to get off the internet sometimes and I have to leave. That's when I'm not posting videos. I'm not even looking at videos because I need time for my headspace to be less crowded. And also figure out those hobbies that might fill up even a small free time. I know we don't have a lot of time out here, but maybe learn how to cook a dish, figure out an instrument, or get into writing. And I know the people in the back don't always want to hear this, but meditation and or some form of prayer are definitely necessary. Meditation helps you to find peace with yourself and with your thoughts. Many times I just sit in peace or stretch my body during these times. And it's easy to download a meditation app to help to guide you if you don't know what to do. And honestly, I talk to God like God is my homie. Like honestly, I just sit up and I tell the things that I want them to know, even though I know that God knows everything. And I like to just speak it out because sometimes it eases my soul and my mind to say things out loud to an all-knowing being, if you will. I'm gonna link some of my favorite meditation apps for you down below. And remember, your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Lastly, let's discuss a little bit about that relationship glow up. This involves improving your relationships and your connections with others. Here's some tips. Communication is always going to be key. I didn't really understand what this meant until I started to get older. And a lot of times we realize that people just know how to talk. They don't necessarily know how to communicate. Communication requires not only being able to speak, but knowing when to listen, how to interpret that information, and to be able to respond to it reciprocally. A lot of times we are just listening to speak. And sometimes we're not listening to the whole story. We're only hearing what we want to hear. And we're not giving other people the proper place they need in order to feel safe in conversations and things of that sort. So even in your relationships, model the behavior that you want to see. If you want to be communicated with a certain way, continue to stick with that specific way. You're not going to be perfect, and that's okay. But remember to treat others as you would like to be treated, especially in communication. And if they disrespect you, I urge you to make sure you nip that in the bud early. Let them know how you will be communicated with and how you won't. Setting boundaries. Y'all know your girl can talk about setting boundaries all day. Let me know if you want a whole video on that one. But definitely setting boundaries, because a lot of times we forget that it's okay for us to have ways that we deserve or want our spaces to be, ourselves to be, the way we communicate with others, various different things. You have to set those boundaries early in relationships, and it's never too late to set them. When you learn them, you can set them. Be very clear. Don't just throw them into the face of people whenever it's convenient for you. Be unafraid to establish those things. And I know in the past, I really suffered with being able to tell people boundaries, because somehow I thought it was going to cause them to abandon me. And what I learned is, if they leave because I have boundaries and there's things I require, then they are not people for me anyway, right? And you have to set these types of things with your family members, your friends, everybody. It's not just going to be romantic partners. This is for everyone. And you also have to make sure you understand your own boundaries so that you can enforce them, and also be kind in people learning how to respect your boundaries, because sometimes, especially if you've been letting people get away with stuff, it ain't gonna be that easy. And also, relationships require quality time. I don't care who you are. You can't just go or let relationships go by the wayside, no matter what kind they are. Platonic relationships, friendships, relationships that are intimate, any kind of relationships, in order for them to flourish, they must be watered. So keep in mind that it is important for you to spend that quality time. And even if it's not a lot of time, as long as it's time that's uninterrupted, fun, maybe on things that you all enjoy the most, and really invest in that relationship as long as you're being invested in. That's it for today's video. I hope that all these tips, or at least some, help you on your glow up journey. Remember, it's all about progress and not perfection. Until next time, keep it glowing, y'all. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace.